become a really fun bowl game over the years. The Buck Up LA Bowl, hosted by Grumps. There's nothing quite like wrapping up the regular season with a bowl victory. It just leaves a good taste in your mouth going into the offseason. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the California Golden Bears, taking on the 21st ranked team in the land, the UNLV Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up in this bowl game. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the UNLV Rebels offense will have the opening possession of the game. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a double.
And it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with a win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go. Winning this game is important to build momentum for next year, and also you want to send the seniors out with a double.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Dropping back, it's Colandrea. It's the grab. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. The Rebels will snap it on 1st and 10. What a nice job to get through your progressions and find your man open on the drag.
And you can't do that without good protection up front by the offensive line, giving you a little bit of time. And you're right, the QB had time, saw the matchups, finally saw that drag come open, completes the strike, gets the first down.
Wants to throw on 1st down. It's on target and complete. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down and for 44. Pass completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Guns. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. They'll try the run. Breaks into the open. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. 1st down here for the offense. From the gun. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete.
Well, I know that one falls incomplete, but as the head coach, you've got to still love what you've seen from your quarterback early in this game. He's been accurate, in a great rhythm. To start the game 4 for 5, that's pretty good.
Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. You take advantage of tendencies when you set that opening script, and man, their film study showed up there.
I think the offensive coordinator, it's almost as if he knew what the defense was going to be playing. He knew the personnel. He knew the different looks and coverages and fronts that they were going to see. And that offense, they just chopped up yardage, moving down the field to score in that opening series.
So Cal's offense will go to work for the first time today. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. We just need to see what they do today.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to pass. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Defensive coordinator showing heat before the snap. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Wide open downfield. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. And the Golden Bears look to keep this drive humming. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the 1st down. The Golden Bears started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. They just keep firing. Got his man on the outside. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The handoff to Johnson. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down.
Well, they say low man wins, and on that 3rd down, the defense, they were expecting quarterback sneak. You just see how low the D-line got, and they were able to just stymie that offense for no gain.
Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Nice job by the defense on 4th down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that 4th down play. Really good.
There we go. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
That's a fumble on the play. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few. Knocked down, but not before he gets the 1st down after recovering the fumble. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's got it on the right. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. And the Rebels with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wide receiver going in motion. To the air, it's Calandria. Get it out on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. They're facing a 3rd down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. grabbed in the backfield. It's King. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. We've reached the break, and UNLV is on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Wants to go up top. Quick completion on the out. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. And the Golden Bears are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Gonna look downfield again. Throws to the wideout. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. They bring the punter onto the field now. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Rebels offense is back on the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one, and David Taylor.
They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
It's second and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, if you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Trying to keep the drive alive. That's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. Looking downfield on first down. Looking down the middle. Flying down the left side. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Golden Bears.
Yards after catch. That's what this guy gives you. That was a simple slant pass. He caught it, made guys miss, showed you the speed, and it was pay dirt from there. What can you say about this guy's athleticism, man? He is such a weapon.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. UNLV is ready to go back to work on offense. Oh, he's got some space. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Oh, they're after him. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Scanning the field, it's Calandria. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. football. It's incomplete and fourth down's cut. The Rebels line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And this will push the offense back as they mark it dead at the 10.
And it's a great punt. Obviously, he gives himself time to let his guys get down the field, get in position. Remember, don't let that thing cross the goal line. Try to keep it inside the 10. Nice job down in the football, setting your defense up.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. You count up those explosive plays in a game, and you put a little extra star by the big run.
Yeah, this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the second level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains. Off play action on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Incomplete behind the receiver. Maybe this freshman got a little too anxious.
Now, sometimes the hardest completions for quarterbacks are the ones where guys are wide open. You don't have to throw it any faster trying to get it to him quickly because you know he's so wide open. Like on that last play, just take it.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, an offense you're hoping the run fix going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. The Golden Bears will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And they'll keep it away from the return man as the punt goes out of bounds. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. And the Rebels come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. To the ground to try to move the chains. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Hunt is on its way. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
He lobs one high down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. And the Golden Bears will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll try to really get into this one. Makes a nice grab at the 25. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the
He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. The give on the inside. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. The Golden Bears in a good spot here with second and short. Looking to fire. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. It's caught. They'll immediately call timeout. And the Golden Bears have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Fires to the big fella. He'll be stopped at the 44, knocked out of bounds there.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
To the air on second down. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Yeah, a nice job by the defense understanding who their go-to guy is. That's the guy they want to feature. That's the guy they want to feed with good reason. He's a great player, but a great job by the defense taking away that primary.
Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Cal! One and all, and that is exactly what they got.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Rebels offense is back on the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking to throw, it's Calandria. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the...
And the ball's out there after it. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat. You're going, no, look out for your blind side. Watch out. But they had a great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, and getting the football out. A little extra bonus.
Ball is loose. Ball bounced right. Got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Golden Bears. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, what great... defensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Reese, we figured we might get an LA Bowl that would have social media buzzing, and through 2 quarters of football, indeed, that is the case. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double-team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the finish of the LA Bowl.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. The Rebels will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. They more than got the job done in the first half. Now the job in a bowl game, don't get distracted and finish the deal here in the second half.
I mean, love the way they came out. They had all that time off, didn't look rusty at all. Came out with the foot on the accelerator. Looked really, really good, Paul. It's just more of the same here in the second half.
I agree. And if you're on that sideline right now, now's not the time.
Turning it on. Powers through. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. The Golden Bears, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Here's the pressure. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
Second down, they'll go to the air. The throw to the outside is complete. He'll be pushed out of bounds at about the 33-yard line.
Man coverage, when they get up in your face and they make things hard, you want to be able to attack the whole field and get them lean in one direction and then break outside like you did there.
Oh, there's the ball. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
And there's something you don't see very often, a fumble on a quarterback sneak, and the quarterback's got to do a really good job of bellying the ball and securing it before you start pushing forward. I don't know if he ever really had control of it. The defense was able to knock it out and create the takeaway.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Looking downfield, it's Calandria. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. It'll just make it more satisfying if they can move the chains after starting 1st and 20. Grab behind the line. It's Lee. Breaks into the open. And oh no, he loses the ball at the end of the run. Touchdown, Rebels. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
And that is exactly how you draw it up, right? Hey, we're going to get this guy the ball. He's going to fumble it, but we know our own guy's going to scoop it and score and completely fool the defense. Man, that'll never happen again in a million more plays, but that's one the offense is gladly going to take.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish with a big play, a touchdown strike from the 46. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Got rid of it just in time.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here.
Pretty nice as a defense, right? When you can go nickel, put 5 DBs on the field and not have to blitz anymore, trusting your front 4 to get the job done on 3rd down, and they do it right there, getting the sack.
And the Golden Bears will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. UNLV is ready to go back to work on offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. There he goes! Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Calandria. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover 1, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open. And if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Power football with the run. And I think they'll mark him right at the line of scrimmage. Didn't help much with the breathing room, but on the upside, they avoided the safety. Now facing 2nd and 10 from their own 1 and hoping to avoid a disaster. The lone back's got it. You just can't go backwards there. He did, and they swarmed him for a safety. And they'll set up for the free kick from their own 20.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Back to pass on 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's Bradley. Inside the 35. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. And the Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got him. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
So now it's 2nd and long. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll run it from the gun. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line and a big red zone opportunity here.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
It's complete to the left. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot. Get the ball out of your hands quick.
Touchdown, Vegas! An epic comeback. They'll talk about this one forever if they can hold on, but they're on top right now. Looking to pass. It's Calandria. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his... And he loses the ball deep in his own end. Touchdown, Rebels! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this is why a lot of coaches don't kick the ball out of the end zone. They want them to return the football so something good can happen. So you can put a hat on a football, cause a fumble, make something happen, Palmer, and that's exactly what the kickoff unit does.
Man, I love kickoff coverage units, David, that take pride in their jobs. These guys want to line up. They want to run down the field and hurt somebody. That was a huge game-changing play to not just create the turnover, but to score a touchdown.
1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
They'll try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together, get some good mojo going.
They'll run it from the gun. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Throws to the wideout. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. This quarterback desperately wants to make a chunk play, but they're going to be deepest to deepest, widest to widest. He's got to be patient.
No doubt. Situational football is probably one of the most underrated, untalked about.
Going to take a shot at this DB. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
And man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead, get the football back here. Missed opportunity. Maybe this offense now can take advantage and swing some momentum in this football.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27. The Golden Bears will call on their punt team. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. And it'll be downed right there. Rebels offense is back on the field. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And
when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Makes the catch. It's Reynolds.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with the lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops.
Oh, he's got some space. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game. The Rebels have it with a 1st and 10.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Quarterback's accuracy goes way down when you start to get him on the move. And you want to make it go way down even further? Pop that sucker. Nice job making him move, scramble out to his left, and then getting a good clean stick on him. That's 2 things he has to think about on one play.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. Stop just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and the 1st down. And the Rebels kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They're going to ride this running back. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. That kind of pickup on 1st down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Motion from the wideout. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward. Let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job. Nice execution. 1st down.
So this offense with an opportunity to put this game in a hammerlock if they can score and bleed the clock. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but...
I know you took a loss on 1st down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead, and you've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find a way against a defense that knows you're going to do it.
And offensively, man, I think you want to, at this point in the game, with the clock running down in the 4th quarter with the lead, I want to add points to this. But I do want to chew as much clock as possible. Priority number 1, though, getting that 6.
Quickly complete. Touchdown UNLV. And they take it in for 6 more points.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive rhythm, understanding what they're trying to do to you, and attack them.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the 2nd half. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, running back gets to give. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Intercepted for the 11th time. He managed a few yards But the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. UNLV is ready to go back to work on offense. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Grabbed in the middle. It's Bradley. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Offense gets set for 2nd down. To the air, it's Calandria. Got his man. Strong, firm tackle. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Well, we are winding it down, guys. Only a few more plays left in this season. Also wrapping up a really outstanding performance for this offense.
Yeah, and they're sending out the seniors on the right foot. Guys, we've seen a lot of great football. There have been so many tremendous moments and individual efforts, David. This is a year in college football I know I'll never forget.
Won't forget it. Loved working with you guys. Loved being in the booth. Loved covering these football games. I'll tell you what, a lot of excitement in college football surrounding the sport, man. Let's just keep loving on it.
And that is no good. And after the missed field goal, guys, the lead's still at 15.
And just not enough leg on that kick. You see it just gets knocked down by the crossbar.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. Makes the grab. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Clock's running and they'll try to get to the line. Warp speed for 2nd down. Back to pass. On the run, still looking. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. They'll run for it. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. He wants a big play here late. Got it. Into the end zone for a touchdown, and here in the final minute, they still have a chance.
And this is always an interesting spot for me now because you're going to have to go for 2 regardless. I don't know if it's now or if it's later when you score, but at some point you're going to have to pull the trigger. So that's a you decision, but nice job by this offense getting the touchdown now to give yourself that opportunity to have a choice. And this is why you put your games team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence from that.
And you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it